building an indie business in the center of venture capital. I am Alex Edmonds. People on the internet call me SupremeRumHam, and this is the Building an Indie Business podcast. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about how to promote an album post-release. So there's pre-release and there's post-release. I talked about pre-release, and I'm talking about post-release. So, there's a bunch of things you can do. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. So we're going to be talking about those 9 things that I did. Just generally, I'm going to be talking about what exactly I did, but not go into specifics, because that is for the premium report now. Okay. So the first thing I did was I created TikTok videos. I used the sound to in a video, and that way people would hear the songs, right? If you like dancing, or I don't know, something like that, you might try to create a trend with one of the songs and try to get that to go viral, and then a lot of people will hear the song or the artist or whatever, and then you might get more downloads on Spotify, YouTube, blah 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 blah. Okay. The next thing I did was I embedded the YouTube playlist of the album on the website, and that way, while we were promoting the album, we were promoting the website, and I embedded YouTube specifically because that's the platform I chose to promote the album with, and I think promoting on one album will lead to better SEO and better, like you'll rank higher in the search results, because having 1,000 people listen to one song is better than, on one platform is better than 1,000 people listening to it on 10 different platforms, right? You're more likely to trend on one platform if people listen on one platform than if your listens were scattered out. And trending is better than just being scattered, right? Okay. And then, I probably shouldn't be saying this on the podcast, but I will. So, I created a Gumroad page for the album, and then I put the links to the album in the Gumroad page. So remember, I took the embed on the website, and I put that on Gumroad, and then I put the YouTube embed also on Gumroad, and that way I would get the backlink for the website, and then I was hoping that Gumroad would promote the album because it's a product on their platform. But yeah, okay. And then email list. So, you know me. The first thing I do is I start an email list, right? So I've been sending out updates, and now the album is here. So, bam! I just sent it to everyone. I was like, hey, this is the album. Here you go. Listen to it on YouTube now, free. Yep. Okay. And then there's SEO. There's all that SEO I've been working on. I've been working on it. So here's what I did for SEO. On Buy Me a Coffee, the website Buy Me a Coffee has a lot of domain authority. It ranks high in search results when there's something that you Google and it has an option for it, right? So I took advantage of that. Okay. And then submit to playlists. So when you have your Spotify premium official artist account, whatever you call it. I didn't write it down. It gives you access to all these things like Canvas and the profile. And one of those things is playlist curators, right? So Spotify has all these playlists, and what they allow artists to do is pitch their songs to these playlist curators. So I pitched one song to a playlist curator, and I still haven't heard back from them, but I did it, and that's an option, right? Okay. And then there's YouTube, right? So YouTube has like just YouTube creators, and then like YouTube artists, and that's where you see like the official artist logo next to a name or something like that. And that means you get more money per stream from YouTube. So what you do is you want to claim that. You want to make that happen. And then you optimize your songs for search. You do the tags. You do the titles properly. You do the descriptions. You add a little bit more to the descriptions, right? Make it so that people will find your song from a search, right? So, yeah. Yeah. And then there's Spotify. Spotify, you fill out your profile, your image, your header, your bio, your artist pick. Yeah, stuff like that. Right? And then I did a product launch, and I didn't expect anything out of this. I just did it for the backlink mostly, get more SEO, and maybe a few people will, catch my stuff, and I'll get some downloads or stream or a subscriber. So yeah, so here's what I did. I took the embed link and the YouTube playlist link, and I added those two links as the product on launch. And then I scheduled it. So I did this all Sunday, and then I scheduled it for Monday. No, I did it Saturday, and I scheduled it for Monday, right? So a product launch is pretty easy. There's a lot of copy, but I just copy and pasted the stuff I wrote before. So I used that. I learned how to create a GIF in like 10 seconds. So I didn't know about place. So if you go to like file on Photoshop, you go to file and all the way down it's place. That adds images into Photoshop, like extra images into Photoshop. Images as a layer, I think it is. And so to create a GIF, what you do is you do an animation that's based on the layers. And so you just choose those two layers as your GIF, and it'll go back and forth. So I did that in like 10 minutes. If you remember from the podcast book, Product Hunt Launch, it took me like an hour to figure that out. And I streamed that. So, yeah. So yeah, that takes care of the GIF. And then I just made the graphics with the proper dimensions. They have those weird dimensions on Product Hunt. So it's like 635 by 1215. I made those graphics. Yeah, and mostly thing about Product Hunt is like it's a lot of technical people, right? So I didn't expect much from it, but it's free, right? It doesn't cost me anything. I took an hour. What if it did go viral, right? Then I'd get a lot of traffic. But then, dude, that SEO link, that's mostly why I did it, because to get SEO from Product Hunt has like a domain authority of 90. So it gives any website a boost. So yeah, that's what I did for album post release. I'm still working on like TikTok and other things. So I might do a second episode. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.